Good morning, boys and girls. We're going to start our reading lesson for this morning. These are our objectives, so what we're going to be learning today. As you can see, for the first thing we're going to be doing is reading and identifying our sight words. We're going to be looking in your workbook. So have your workbook ready for this one. And we're going to practice an activity with a short U and long U sounds. Then after that, we're going to go over a page in your workbook where you're going to begin taking notes with your interviewing your family member for the Looking Back project. So those are our activities for this morning. Let's start out with your workbook and turn to page 205. 205. And this activity is going to be my words to know. Words that you're going to remember are sight words, and the words are going to be at the top of your workbook page. You need to pause the video. Go ahead and pause it until you find your page. And once you do have it ready, let's start by looking at the words at the top. The first word is May. M-A-Y spells May. This. T-H-I-S. This. Round. R-O-U-N-D. Round. So these are the words to know in the sentences we are going to read. So now your turn is you are going to underline the sight words in these sentences. Let's start off with reading the sentence. First sentence, read with me, point and read. They made a round ham. Notice the sentence has a capital letter and a period. And notice that there's already an underline under the word round. That's the first sight word that we found. The next sentence is, may I have some of this? There's a capital letter in the beginning and a question mark. May is our sight word. Now, as you notice, the word May is also one of the months of the year. It's spelled the same way. So this is one of the words that has more than one meaning. The word May can be month of the year, or the word may can also be used like in this sentence. May I have some of this? So you're going to underline may to find it as the second sight word. Now we're looking for the sight word we haven't found is this. Let's look for the word this. And here it is. T-H-I-S, this. Two sight words in one sentence. May I have some of this? Great job. Now for extra work, you can actually make your own sentences with the sight words. There's some space under the picture of the workbook. You can try practice writing the sight words and making a sentence with a sight word. So there's some work for you there. Next thing we're going to do, boys and girls, is we're going to be looking at words that have the short U sound, which is and the long U sound, which is U. Remember, words that have the long U are going to have a UE pattern, which is how we know to say the sound U. Let's read, underline, and then or circle. We have the words cube. This one has a UE pattern, so you're going to say U. On the right side, there's another word with a U in the middle, but there's no E. So that one's going to say the short Cub. Cub. This word here, let's sound it out. Hum. Short U because there's no E at the end. The next word is mule. U-O. There's a magic E at the end, giving the U the U sound. Next word, sound it out with me. Luck. Short U sound. Sound this one with me. Mud. Mud. Oob. oo, because there's a silent E at the end. There's the magic E, making the U say the long oo sound. And the last word has an E at the end, so we know it's going to have the U sound. Huge, huge. Notice the G made the J in this word, the J sound, not the G. So there's something else we can learn, that sometimes those letters have a different sound. Let's look at the picture. What is this picture? And remember, it has to have either the long U or the short A. We call this and we learned it in math. This is a cube. Cube. How would we spell cube? C U Q U B B B with a magic E at the end. Cube. This picture is a baby bear, and we call baby bears cub. Cub. So this word is going to have a short E on it. B. Cub. Very good. So for our next assignment, now you're going to be looking at your workbook, and it's going to be on page 216. Remember, yesterday you worked on your research project where you're going to be looking back or talking to a family member so you can find out how they used to play when they were little. Now that you already have the person you interviewed, this is where you're going to practice writing your notes or drawing your notes of the questions you're going to ask them. At the top of the page, you see a picture of a little boy looking at pictures with someone that looks like probably his grandma. And it looks like she's showing him pictures to help answer the question. So take notes today in this space down here. Here's an example. Your question can be, what did you do for fun? And then there's space here. And one of the answers was played jacks and other games. So on this blank space, you're going to write the question that you asked your family member. What did you do for fun? And then whatever they answer, you can write the words or draw a picture also of what they did for fun. Now I'm going to show you an example of, you can see this in your workbook too, but I want you just to look at this for me. This is an example of a narrative, somebody that's writing something they've learned. So now they're writing about it, and it has a lot to do with an interview. This informational text has a title and a main idea. Your interview can have a title. The title can be the name of the person that you interviewed. In this little paragraph, it says the title is My Dad. So this person talked to their dad and asked their dad, what did they do when they were young to have fun? And this is what they wrote. They learned from the interview and what they wrote. My dad was outside a lot when he was a kid. Next sentence says, he played baseball with his friends. Period. He found rocks for his rock collection. So this interview has 3 sentences as an answer about their dad. So the title is My Dad. The main idea is, what is this mostly about? This is about what his dad did when he was little, when he was young, how he had fun outside. So this is to give you an idea of how you can answer the interview or write your notes about the interview. We're going back to the page where you can either write or draw. Make sure you try your best to ask the question, write the question that you asked your family member, and then write what they told you to play or what they did when they were little. And do your best. And tomorrow we're going to be finalizing it, or maybe trying to help make it more of a complete sentence. For today, maybe you can just draw or write a few words of what they did, played games, rode bike. Anything that they answer, you can try and write a couple of words for now. So this completes our assignment for today for reading, and we will continue tomorrow with finishing our project. Great job, boys and girls.